While the 7-time world champion is widely celebrated for his accomplishments in Formula One, his personal life has remained an enigma. Following his 2013 accident, Schumacher disappeared from the public eye, and even his closest friends have been left in the dark about his current state. We'll explore the deeply private world of Schumacher, the untold stories, and the reasons his family has worked tirelessly to keep his life hidden from the public. From his strict privacy policies to rumored treatments and secret properties, these are 10 things about Michael Schumacher's life you probably never knew, and that his family has kept well guarded. These details might surprise you, and may even change how you view the F1 legend. Stick around, because we're about to reveal secrets Schumacher has kept locked away from the world. Number 10. The secrecy around his condition. Michael Schumacher's life changed forever after his devastating skiing accident on December 29, 2013. While skiing off-piste in the French Alps with his son Mick, Schumacher fell and struck his head on a rock, suffering a severe brain injury. Although he was wearing a helmet, the impact was so intense that it shattered the helmet. He was airlifted to a hospital and placed in a medically induced coma to stabilize his condition. Since that day, very little has been revealed about Schumacher's health. His family, particularly his wife Corinna, has been relentless in protecting his privacy. After being transferred home in 2014, Schumacher's recovery has been kept away from the public eye. Jean Todt, the former Ferrari boss and close family friend, is one of the few people allowed to visit. Todt has occasionally shared small updates, saying that Schumacher is still fighting, but that's as far as any news goes. Even close friends and former colleagues have been left in the dark. His former manager, Willy Weber, has publicly expressed frustration at being denied access to his former client. Number 9. His private family life. While Michael Schumacher was a global superstar on the racetrack, he was fiercely private when it came to his personal life. Despite the fame that came with his Formula One success, Schumacher always made sure to keep his family life hidden from the media. His relationship with his wife Corinna has been described as one of the strongest in the sporting world. Married since 1995, the couple raised 2 children, Mick and Gina, and shared a passion for horses and outdoor activities. What makes his private family life so mysterious is how well protected it has been over the years. Even before his accident, Schumacher rarely allowed his personal life to seep into the public domain. Now, post-accident, his family's decision to keep his current condition hidden is likely a reflection of this same desire to protect their sacred bond. The question remains, how much of Schumacher's private life have we, the public, missed out on? Number 8. The alleged secret mansion in Mallorca. One of the most intriguing rumors about Schumacher's life after his accident involves a luxurious mansion in Mallorca, Spain. In 2018, the media began reporting that Schumacher's family had purchased the estate, which was once owned by Real Madrid president Florentino Perez. The report suggested that the family had relocated Schumacher to this property to continue his rehabilitation in complete privacy. The estate, valued at around 30 million euros, is secluded and offers the perfect environment for someone recovering from severe injuries. While the family has never officially confirmed or denied these rumors, Corinna was seen visiting the property, further fueling the speculation. Given the strict secrecy surrounding Schumacher's condition, it's not hard to imagine that the family would want to move him to a quieter, more private location, away from the paparazzi and curious fans. If true, this move to Mallorca adds another layer to the mystery of Schumacher's life post-accident, a life that has been carefully hidden from public view. Number 7. The stem cell treatment mystery. In 2019, Michael Schumacher's name once again hit the headlines when reports surfaced that he had undergone a groundbreaking stem cell treatment in Paris. The treatment, led by renowned cardiologist Philippe Menachet, was thought to be a regenerative procedure aimed at reducing inflammation and promoting recovery in Schumacher's brain. This raised hopes that Schumacher's condition might finally improve. However, after the initial wave of excitement, the details of the treatment became shrouded in mystery. No updates were provided about the success or failure of the procedure, and the family remained tight-lipped. Some speculated that the treatment had little effect, while others hoped it was a step forward in Schumacher's recovery. The lack of information has only fueled more speculation about whether this was the miracle treatment fans had been waiting for, or just another part of the ongoing secrecy surrounding his condition. Number 6. His strained relationship with former manager Willy Webber. Willy Webber played an instrumental role in shaping Michael Schumacher's career, managing him from his early days in Formula 1 to his 7 world championships. Webber helped negotiate some of Schumacher's most lucrative deals and was seen as one of the key figures behind Schumacher's success. However, following Schumacher's accident, Webber claims that he has been completely cut off from the family, despite their long history together. In several interviews, Webber has expressed his disappointment at being kept out of the loop regarding Schumacher's condition. He has even gone so far as to accuse the family of withholding the truth about Schumacher's recovery. Webber has stated that he tried to visit Schumacher multiple times, but was denied each time by Corinna and the family's inner circle. This strained relationship between Webber and the Schumacher family is puzzling, considering how close they were during Schumacher's career. Could there be more to this fallout than just a desire to protect privacy? Or is this simply another example of how fiercely Schumacher's family is guarding his personal life from the outside world? Number 5. The disguised journalist incident. One of the more disturbing episodes following Schumacher's accident occurred in the weeks after his hospitalization. As the world waited anxiously for news about the F1 legend's condition, some members of the media resorted to extreme measures to get information. In one notorious incident, a journalist disguised himself as a priest in an attempt to gain access to Schumacher's hospital room in Grenoble. The journalist was caught by security and swiftly removed, but the incident highlighted just how desperate some people were to uncover the details of Schumacher's condition. This wasn't the only breach of privacy the family had to deal with. Over the years, there have been multiple attempts to sell unauthorized photos of Schumacher, including a photograph taken of him in his hospital bed in 2016, which was offered to media outlets for a staggering €1 million. The Schumacher family has been relentless in pursuing legal action against anyone attempting to invade their privacy, but these incidents show just how difficult it has been for them to maintain the secrecy they so desperately want. Number 4. The fallout with Rubens Barrichello. One of the most surprising mysteries in Schumacher's life is his complex relationship with former teammate Rubens Barrichello. During their time at Ferrari, Schumacher and Barrichello were dominant forces in Formula 1, but their relationship soured after a highly controversial incident at the 2002 Austrian Grand Prix. In that race, Ferrari ordered Barrichello, who was leading, to slow down and let Schumacher pass for the win. The move sparked outrage among fans and critics alike, as it appeared to diminish the spirit of competition. Barrichello complied with the order, but it left a lasting scar on their relationship. While Schumacher publicly downplayed the incident, Barrichello has hinted in interviews that their relationship was never quite the same after that day. What makes this more mysterious is that, despite working together for several more years at Ferrari, neither driver has ever fully addressed the fallout. Barrichello eventually left the team in 2005, and there are rumors that the tension between the two played a part in his decision. Even after Schumacher's accident, Barrichello has remained relatively quiet about their time together, leading many to believe there is more to the story than meets the eye. Number 3. The private family dynamics, father and son. Michael Schumacher's son, Mick, has followed in his father's footsteps, carving out his own career in motorsports. Mick has often spoken about his deep admiration for his father, but the relationship between father and son has remained largely private. Mick was just 14 years old when his father's accident happened, and since then, the Schumacher family has tightly controlled any public appearances or discussions about their personal lives. In interviews, Mick has expressed that he wishes he could talk to his father about racing, saying that he believes they would have much to discuss now that they share the same passion. However, he has also been clear about respecting his family's decision to maintain their privacy. The few glimpses we get into their relationship come from Mick's occasional comments about how much he has learned from his father and how proud he is to carry on the Schumacher name in motorsport. Number 2. The paparazzi and media frenzy. Michael Schumacher's fame has always attracted the media, but the extent to which paparazzi and journalists have gone to uncover the details of his private life post-accident is both shocking and disturbing. In addition to the incident involving a disguised journalist attempting to enter his hospital room, There have been countless attempts to invade his privacy since 2013. Several unauthorized photos were reportedly taken of Schumacher during his recovery, including one notorious image that was allegedly captured by a close acquaintance and offered to media outlets for €1 million. The paparazzi's relentless pursuit of information has raised ethical questions about the lengths people will go to invade someone's private life. While many of Schumacher's fans support the family's decision to remain private, others have argued that more transparency would help dispel the rumors and bring closure to those who idolize the racing legend. The tension between public curiosity and the family's need for privacy continues to fuel the mystery surrounding Schumacher's life today. Number 1. Michael's legacy and the mystery of his future. As we wrap up this list of mysteries, perhaps the biggest unanswered question is what the future holds for Michael Schumacher. While we know that his family and close friends are doing everything they can to ensure his recovery, the reality is that nearly 11 years have passed since the accident, and the world still knows very little about his true condition. This has only added to the mythology surrounding Schumacher, turning him from a racing icon into a figure of global intrigue. Jin Todt, one of Schumacher's closest friends, has been one of the few people who visits him regularly. Todt has shared small updates over the years, stating that Schumacher is still fighting, and that he occasionally watches Formula One races from home. However, Todt has also admitted that their friendship has changed, as Schumacher is no longer the same person he once was. What remains clear is that Michael Schumacher's legacy in Formula One is unmatched. He transformed the sport, setting records that still stand today, and he inspired generations of drivers who followed in his footsteps. His absence from the public eye only adds to his mystique, and the details of his private life will likely remain a mystery for years to come. Whether or not we ever see him again, Schumacher's impact on the world of motorsports is undeniable, and his story is one of triumph, resilience, and unshakable determination. So, what do you think of these 10 mysterious things about Michael Schumacher's private life? As we've uncovered, Schumacher was not just a man of immense talent on the racetrack, but a fiercely private individual whose personal life remains one of the greatest enigmas in sports history. From his close-knit family and their dedication to maintaining his privacy, to the rumors about secret treatments and hidden mansions, there's no shortage of intrigue surrounding the Formula One legend. But perhaps that's part of what makes Michael Schumacher's story so compelling. Even as fans, we have to respect the boundary that has been drawn between his public achievements and his personal struggles. The Schumacher family's commitment to keeping their life private is a testament to the strength and love they have for one another. At the end of the day, while the mysteries remain, what we know for certain is that Schumacher's legacy as one of the greatest drivers in history will never be forgotten. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Should the Schumacher family share more about his condition? Or do you think they're right to keep it private? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of Formula One and beyond. This is just the beginning of the many stories left to uncover in the thrilling world of motorsports.